Hey guys, me Dave. It's 4/25/2023. So I ordered my battery online. I ordered it at the website because I didn't want to get there and be like, oh no, we don't have these in stock. We're gonna sell you a more expensive battery because that's the games these guys play. If you go buy a vehicle, oh, you see a vehicle online, oh no, we don't. That one's gone. We'll sell you a $20,000 vehicle. And that's the way these guys play. So, excuse me. So I ordered my battery online. It's a budget battery. It was $80, but I didn't have a core, so it's $100 plus tax. So it's $111. Because I didn't want to play the game and get there and be like, oh no, we don't have that one in stock. I'm sorry about that. So I ordered it from the website. It's ready for pickup. I'll pick it up tomorrow. And stuff. They play the game, you guys, to make more money. Take advantage of you. So about the program. Let's talk about the program a little bit. Let's talk about these calls. I know you guys don't want to hear about this. These stupid calls. And Brian too. Let's talk about those two things. I'm kind of torn. Really, I'm kind of torn because, I do go to these calls. I hate to admit that. It's for background noise. I don't even listen to what they have to say. Really, I'm watching videos on YouTube. I really don't listen to what they say, stuff. But there's I'm stuck in the middle. You guys. Because I know Brian too says there's no hope. This will never stop. It's just getting worse and all this stuff. And that could be true. It could be true. But in your heart, you gotta have a little bit of hope. And then we hop on these calls and it's getting better. It's getting better. The cyber shield is oh my god, cyber shield's protecting me and oh my god, all this stuff. Like Insomnia or whatever her name is. Insomnia? Is that her name? Insomnia. Doesn't that mean you can't get to sleep? I guess that's her name. Anyway, she hops on these calls and oh my god, it's gonna get better. And I have 3 calls a week and oh my god, oh my god, and all stuff. So and they give false hope on these calls. They really do. Like Derek's talking about these lawsuits and all this stuff. They do control the courts. I'm proof of that. I had a bill collector. This was in the very beginning. I had a bill collector after me. And I thought, I'm going to fight this. I went to court. And I filed a motion on my own. I said, I didn't get all the evidence in. This was sent to a wrong address. And all stuff. I went there. It was a fake court. It was a fake judge. A fake judge. Now, this guy was supposed to be Judge Munger. I served on jury duty with Judge Munger. This wasn't Judge Munger. And then they had what do you call that? The girl that types the stuff in. I can't think. What do you call that? I can't think of it right now. She had huge boobs, very attractive. I mean, super attractive. And all this stuff. And then they had an audience in the courtroom. I felt like I was being watched. I wasn't. This is before the gang stalking. Okay, now this lawyer that was taking me to court, he's like, "Oh, do you want to settle this right now?" No, I'm like, I'll challenge you in court. I don't want to settle this, and stuff. And so I fought, and he's like, the judge is like, "Oh, I see you filed a motion. We're already past that point. I said, I don't even remember having a Citibank card. I don't remember even having a Citibank credit card. So what they did was they did this. They paid off that lawyer and they paid my debt. They paid my debt off, and they paid that lawyer, and the guy disappeared. Guy disappeared. So they do own the course. They will have a fake court with a fake judge and all this stuff. They will do all this stuff if you're a big target. Now, this is another time when they committed me. They held the court right at the hospital, you guys. They held the court right at the hospital. The judge came there. The woman with big boobs came there. It was a fake judge. Judge Munger. Well, it wasn't Judge Munger because I served jury duty. It wasn't Judge Munger. It was a different guy. You know, and I told my lawyer, they're paying $350 an hour for. I told him, I said, I want to fight this. He's like, no matter what you're going to do, you're going to lose. No matter what you're going to do, you're going to lose. And I was supposed to have the best lawyer in town, in this city. I was supposed to have the best lawyer. They're like, oh, he's the best. He is the best. They're paying him $350 an hour. He better be the best. You know, no charge to me. The county paid it. So then, when he came back on our second court appearance, then they had a real judge. They had a real judge there this time. And they wanted to put me away. They wanted to send me to a treatment center for 3 months and commit me and all stuff. You know. And my lawyer was like, well, he didn't fight for me. You know, he was like, well, we could do a civil commitment where it won't go on your record. We could do a civil commitment where it won't go on your record. So he talked to the county lawyer, which I dated her sister. And she was in tears because I'm going through this. They went out in the hall. Oh, yeah, I worked out a deal. Oh, yeah, we'll do a civil commitment. It won't go on his record and all this stuff. You know? And the real judge, he was a real judge. He signed off on it. And they wanted to send me to a treatment center. And they did for 3 months. They sent me to a treatment center for 3 months. I was tortured for 14 hours a day. 14 hours a day. I was tortured nonstop. And even during the night, sometimes they would have a perp there. It was all full perps, you guys. It has to be controlled. All full perps. We're talking 14 to 16 perps on my ass. Perping me all day long, all night long, until 10 o'clock at night. You know? And they would sometimes have a perp there. And he would lift up his bed. We're talking 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Lift up his bed, bang it down. Lift up his bed, bang it down. Lift up his bed, bang it down. You know, and all this stuff. It was insane. I've been through the shit, you guys. I've been through the shit. You know, and I got out of there a few days earlier. I got out of there a few days early. They're like, that's enough of this craziness. Let him go. And I got out of there early. Then my SSI went through. I got a big sum of money when my SSI went through. I got my car on the road, got my car fixed and all that stuff. They weren't hitting me. They weren't hitting me very much. You know. And then they gave me a heart attack in 2016 or 2017. You know, because I wrote to Marco Rubio. But it is all controlled. They do control the courts and the judge. Now, I'll tell you something. Now, this judge was a real judge. The second court appearance, he signed off on the commitment. 3 months later, he resigned. 3 months later, he resigned. Took a new position. After being a judge, he resigned. Took a new position. So did he have a conscience? Did this not set well with him? I don't know, but he left being a judge. and took on a new position at like a nonprofit or something like that. Now, this isn't the first time this has happened, you guys. Now, when I got out of the psych ward, I was in there for 5 weeks, and this was the same time I was being committed. I couldn't get in that place fast enough because it had to be controlled. They had to have perps there. So they sent me to another place for a week. For a week. Now, these ladies were against this. They were against this. They did not work all week long. They were against me going through this. They weren't there all week. The week that I was there, they weren't there. They were not there. It was totally taken over by perps, and stuff. And this is a place where you can check yourself in, check yourself out, and all this stuff. The director and this other lady that was in charge, they weren't there all week long. They did not agree with this. They did not agree with this. Now, here's something weird that happened. After I got out of there, and after I got out of the treatment center and all this stuff, this is something weird that happened. Al Franken, the senator, and what's the other one? Steve someone or something like that. There were 2 senators that went up there. There was two senators. They went to this place where I was for a week. And they went there to visit. I don't know if they said something about me. I don't know if they were trying to get me out of this program. I don't know what happened. But soon after they visited that place, Al Franken, a picture showed up with him going like this to a woman's boobs, joking around, going up. It was like a sleeping army woman or something, going like this to a woman's boobs. Resigned like that from senator. I'm done. I'll resign right now. Now, the other guy didn't run for office again. I can't think of his name. He didn't run for office again. He gave up his position. This is soon after they visited that place, you guys. After I was in there. Now, he gave up his position, and he was going to run for a lieutenant governor of Minnesota. Didn't get it. Disappeared. So, is that a coincidence? Is that somebody fighting for me? What is that? What is, are people fighting for me? And these agencies are like, well, let me tell you something. We're going to ruin you. We're going to ruin you just like we can ruin anybody we want. They can ruin anybody they want. They can destroy you. These agencies can destroy anybody they want. They could cut off your SSI. They could cut off your whatever you're getting. They could destroy you if they want to. That's how powerful these guys are. So I thought that was weird. That happened in my program. Maybe some people don't realize how powerful these guys are and all this stuff. But I want to keep my disability. I want to keep me having income coming in. I'm not out there causing problems. I'm not out there causing enemies. These agencies actually helped me. They really did help me. They helped me. They really did. They tried to protect me in this program. Some people don't want to believe that. That's their problem. But these agencies really did protect me. If it wasn't for them, I'd be dead right now. If it wasn't for them. They really did protect me in this program. So I just want to say that. Don't go out there and make enemies, you guys. You're not going to win. You're not going to win. You're not going to take on the government and win. That's not going to happen. So, be careful out there. Anyway, I'm going to cut this off. I'll talk to you guys later.